The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacey Sturm here at Standing Rock still, and I'm here with Dallas Goldtooth right now. How's it going today?
It's going very beautiful today.
It is. I've been telling everybody I'm really surprised, and I encourage everybody to come out here if they've not been out here. All people, whether you're native, whether you're white, whether you're it's a very welcoming and a really prayerful, wonderful place to be.
Yeah, it is. I think I'm excited to be here too. I've been here about 3 days now, and I've got to meet not only folks that are from the Ocheti Shakoi, whether Dakota, Lakota, or Nakota, but also I've met Hawaiian folks. I've met folks from the Pacific Northwest, from Florida, New York State, California. So there's a lot of folks from a diverse background here. So it's really awesome to be a part of.
So let us know a little bit about your background if people aren't familiar with you, Dallas. You've been posting a lot on social media, but tell people what you're here for, a little bit of your background.
I'm just here to party, man. No, I work for the Indigenous Environmental Network, and I am the Keep It in the Ground campaign organizer. And also I have family here. I have family that are from Standing Rock, and so the Dakota Access Pipeline has kind of been on the radar for me for about 3 years now, since the first proposals came through. So. It's crazy to see that we've gotten to this point where they're putting pipeline in the ground, and now we have literally thousands of people standing up in resistance to it. So I'm really excited to be here to support local community members, to support the tribal nation, and support other tribes fighting against this extractive development project.
Now, you've done a lot of research. How harmful is this pipeline, Dallas, if it goes in?
This pipeline is over 1,200 miles long, with the capacity to carry over 400,000 barrels of oil per day. If there's the barrier, the thickness of the pipe around it, at its most extreme, is about 1/2 inch. That is it. And there has been one of the predecessors that's gone through this area is Keystone 1, not Keystone XL, but the Keystone 1, which was put back in 2010. Now that pipeline was only 6 years ago was labeled as the most advanced pipeline in the world, and has since been proven to have numerous leaks along its entire route. So you can't really trust what is being stated about what is safe and what is not. With pipelines, it has been stated time after time. It's been studied that it's not a matter of if a pipeline spills; it's a matter of when. And the fact that that Dakota Access Pipeline will cross the Missouri River not only once but twice pose an even greater risk to not only the regional wildlife and the water, but also to all those that are downstream from one of the largest river systems in the world, in North America.
Yes, if you look, there's really only about 1/2 inch protecting everybody's water right now, if that goes in.
That's correct. I mean, if you look at it, I think in South Dakota alone, I think 70% of the South Dakota population depends on water, drinking water from the Missouri River, from the river system. So that but it's not just the river. I mean, you have wide swaths, thousands of acres of farmland that are at risk, agricultural land, pasture land, and not only that, but you also have the sacred integrity of Mother Earth that's being put at risk here as well. And I think that's the stance as Native communities. We aren't just talking about the spiritual aspect of things. We're talking about the political aspects. We're talking about the environmental integrity aspect of it. It's all encompassing, and I think that we really have a really strong ground to reject this pipeline. And the biggest thing over all of it is that we have a necessity to address climate change. That the world's getting hotter, and we are all faced with the risk of increased droughts, greater storms, a lot of people that depend on certain animals that can no longer hunt them, sea level rise, and all of that has to do with carbon gas emissions. So why are we going to lock ourselves into this system by building another pipeline that's guaranteed to carry over 400,000 barrels of oil a day? Why lock ourselves into it? We're using 20th century technology for a 21st century world. That doesn't make sense.
We need to start as a country just looking at more renewable energy sources. Relying on oil, this is all ridiculous.
Absolutely. I think that there's a lot of great local examples across the country where people have localized energy production. It's not just energy, like localized food production. Those are the ways that we want to go, is renewable, locally sourced energy production. I think that's the way we have to go. ago in order for us to address climate change. And it's going to take an immense mobilization, a World War II type of mobilization for all of us to really make this change. It can't be done incrementally. We can't talk about, oh, we're going to have bridge fuels to get us there. We can't talk about natural gas as a means of getting us there. It's not going to work. We have to do a rapid, just transition.
Well, thank you so much. If people want to find out more about the logistics of the pipeline and what you're talking about as far as environmentally, is there a place that they can go?
Yes, you can check out indigenousrising.org. That's indigenousrising.org. You can also check out sacredstonecamp.org. That one is for like the local information for this camp itself.
Well, thank you so much, Dallas.
Thank you very much.